Hi everyone, it's Cindy Johnston here. It is Monday, June 26, 2017. It's been a while since I've recorded one of these messages, but I had a sense it was time. So I'm just checking in with all of you and also just letting you know some of, I guess, the cosmic energies that are running right now and how they might be impacting us. And so I have myself pulled out of the general everyday world as much as possible. You can see that I am actually recording out in the beautiful country setting here of Bragg Creek, where I have a place that I'm very blessed to spend time in. And anyways, I have chosen to spend as much time in nature as I can and also away from other people. And it's been a personal choice to do this for a particular reason. I'll explain why in a minute. There's a lot going on at a certain level that is impacting many of us. And if we're empathic or sensitive or affected by other people's thoughts and feelings, emotions, we're going to feel it more intensely now and probably in the next several months, possibly years to come. I have no idea how long this phase is going to go, but how I've been looking at it is if I spend time alone out in nature, I start to cleanse and clarify my own thoughts, my own feelings. I become more aware of what is mine and what isn't. And it's been important for me in particular, maybe for some of you as well. Very empathetic. I take on people's energy as much as I try not to, I do. And I have spent several years working as a healer, both intuitive work and shamanic energy healing work to assist my clients. And over those years, I collected energy myself. And over time, I became heavy with this energy. And then by late last year, I ended up getting physically ill and had a tough time with possible, I probably would have been diagnosed with chronic fatigue or something like that. But my guidance was so direct and said, no, 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 this is energy. This is energy you've picked up. This is energy that's impacting you, and you need to clear it. You need to cleanse it. And so that was one of the reasons I announced my retirement, was that I knew I had to get out of the hands-on field and move into something else that was uh, less harmful to me and not good or bad. I mean, the thing is, you never know until you do it, but it really was a wake up call for me. And shocking enough, I did go down to South America and worked with the plant medicine shaman directly to work on clearing, cleansing, and clarifying and resetting my body. And I feel like I've achieved that. And I feel like when I came back here to Canada, I had to maintain a little bit of I don't know, a sense of being on my own. I needed to really understand me as a sovereign being. I need to understand my thought patterns, how I operated in the world. I think, it was really clear that if I spent time with judgy people, I became a bit judgy. If I sat with people who were critical, I myself would become critical. Um, I even think that defense, offense, loneliness, sadness, all of those human experiences started to impact me. So I really need to honor my own sovereign being now. And that's been what has been my focus since I got back in March. I've had a lot of people request my time to, go for lunch, do different things. And I've, had to be really clear and say no. I need my space. And it's been difficult because I've always been a people pleaser. I've always wanted people to like me and to be kind. I felt like I could never ever say no. And I've learned really I think in South America, no is absolutely okay to say. And I think that's been a really big shift for me. So I'm sharing my own journey just to help you understand that what I have noticed by cleansing and clarifying and becoming more clear with what impacts me and what doesn't is that as I'm clear, I recognize that certain things have a major impact on me very quickly now. So if I go into a negative situation where there's perhaps a lot of stress energy in an airport, for example, and people are stressed out because there's bad weather and, planes, trips are being canceled because of the weather and people are really hyper and I feel it now. I feel it physically, like a buzz, an uncomfortable buzz, and I go, "Wow, this is not mine." Because my flight's on time and I'm ready to go, but this uncomfortableness. So that's been really interesting. I've gone out into large groups of people for concerts and things like that, and too have felt very uncomfortable when I got home. Even though it was a good setting, I just felt that all the energy of everyone was impacting me. And not good or bad, it was just different than my own frequency. So, I have sat with my guides, I have done a lot of ceremony, I have asked for guidance. So, the message I get, and this is why I'm doing this video, is that we are becoming more sensitive to other energies, energies that don't resonate at the same frequency as ours. So, some people would resonate higher and some people would resonate lower. And it just depends on, I guess, where you're at in that day as to how that higher frequency or lower frequency is going to affect you. Higher frequency. I remember when I went to see the Dalai Lama in Calgary several years ago, I was walking through the concourse and it was buzzing and everybody was very excited. And I remember getting into the concourse and my chest was really heavy. I felt this intense energy. And then the kids came out and they started to sing, which they do to prepare for the Dalai Lama's arrival on stage. And things just totally mellowed out and totally, I started to go into relaxation. And everything was much, I don't know, much more peaceful. So I laugh because my question to myself at the time was, well, is the Dalai Lama such a high vibration that it stirred within me the uncomfortableness that maybe exists within me? And at the time, I think absolutely the answer was yes. I feel like his vibration, his frequency, his consciousness impacted everyone that was in that stadium that day. And everyone was anxious in that concourse because there wasn't an altar set up there and he wasn't there. So the energy was kind of stuck and it was activated. So what does this mean for all of us? Well, it means we're becoming more sensitive. I think it means that other people and other situations are becoming more impactful. I think we are now needing to take our energy management very seriously. I feel like I want to say this in a really positive light, but it's like I have said this before in my newsletters, the dress rehearsal is over and things are getting more intense. And the good news is, intense can be a fantastic ride if you're hanging out in nature like this. Like, I have moments in my day where I'm laughing hysterically about something and no one's here to share it with until my husband gets home and then I share it with him and then he's like, okay, that's funny. You know, but the point is, I'm in a pretty good place, send out, doing some writing and really focusing on me, which not everybody gets to do. And I haven't done that myself until now. So it's been really good to understand how the rest of the world might influence my mood, my physical health, my emotional health, my ways of reaction, right? So that's super important to maybe look at your life right now and go, am I needing to tweak some things? Or am I hanging with some negative Nellies and I'm taking on their negativity? Am I surrounded by people who are judgy, and now I'm becoming judgy, and yet that's not my natural nature. Um, am I finding it difficult to stay upbeat, and yet as a natural state, I'm usually upbeat? Like, you need to seriously look at how perhaps life is going for you right now, and is there some things you need to improve to help yourself? So that's why I'm doing this video. There's going to be a couple of other videos that are coming to assist you in resetting. I also want to say that I myself will not be offering client work again, but that doesn't mean I'm still not going to be in service. When I was in Ecuador in the medicine ceremonies, I clearly got the message that ceremony is one of the most powerful ways to help people help themselves. And that because I have been working with quite powerful sources of energy, consciousnesses that help amplify and cleanse and clear. Um, Ceremony is the most important thing I could do for myself, but also assist others in resetting back to their more um, natural frequency. And, I look back, and every time I did ceremony in the years that I have been involved, my life improved immensely right away. And so, had I done more ceremony and less client work, perhaps I would have stayed in service longer in that capacity. But, I live and learn, and now I know that ceremony is where I need to be working, and I love ceremony. Like, it's incredible. So, anyways, that's just my update. I am feeling very blessed to be on this earth right now. And though things seem difficult in places, and harshness and difficult situations happen through our mainstream world, the alternative world of spirit is still never left our side and never abandoned us. So the more we can dial into that radio station, the more we can commune with our own souls, the more we can Zen, be in Zen, and experience our innateness, the healthier and happier we are going to be. So please make time for you right now. Please make time to be out in nature if possible, and spend time with really good people and really good experiences, and take care of you. And then you'll share your light in the world, and then the world will be a better place. And that's what we need to do right now. So I send my blessings, I send my love, and I ask the angels to watch over you. And I ask nature to provide for you. Even if you're sitting in an office right now watching this video, the energy of nature is accessible. So just tune in. Just tune in however you can. And you deserve that. You deserve all that you need and desire. So, my blessings, and we will touch base soon. Take care for now.